Welcome to Open Your Reality, everyone. Today's going to be an interesting video. We're going to be talking about the 10 most asked spiritual questions. I took a little survey through the comments section over the last 5 years of my channel, and I saw that most people are asking these particular questions, and I wanted to bring Vedagurudev on the channel. Vedagurudev is a partner with me at the Kriya Yoga School, and basically each of us are going to give our answers. So this should be an interesting one. And the first one is, what is the meaning of life? So Vedagurudev, I'll go first. I'll give a very brief answer, and then I'll let you answer. So for me, the meaning of life is to raise the quality of our consciousness. We are here to learn, we are here to experience, and we are here to evolve. And that would be my reasons. My reasons come from Tom Campbell's MBT, they come from the Law of One, and they come from Dr. Michael Newton's books, Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls. What is your response, Ved?
I would say the meaning of life from a yogic perspective, the ultimate goal is self-realization. They call it Sat Chit Nanda, which means absolute being, absolute consciousness, and absolute bliss. So this is the highest form and the meaning of light. But I would say oneness with your soul, selfless service, compassion, and unconditional love. You can never go wrong.
Yeah, they all matter a lot, truly. Well said. So the second question is, does my life really matter? From the perspective of Tom Campbell's MBT, all lives matter. Now, I know a lot of people out there, and I'm in this camp as well, think, well, I'm so insignificant. I'm just one person in a sea of 7-8 billion people in the world. What can I do? I mean, I don't have any influence. I'm not a political person. I'm not on TV. I'm not even a YouTuber. You know, how can I affect the system? But the fact is that each of us is part of the system. We are all part of the larger consciousness system. So whatever decisions you make, good or bad, affect the system. So when you make good decisions, which are loving decisions, you move the needle in the right direction, and the whole system goes up. So even if you're meditating in a cave your whole life, somewhere in the desert, but you're doing good for the world, you are still raising up the quality of consciousness for the entire system. That's my answer.
The meaning of life is your life is valuable and significant. I thought the same thing like you. I thought my life had no meaning. I was consumed in my ego body. I thought I was a famous DJ. I traded my body like an amusement park. But once I found Kriya Yoga, I understood that my life had meaning. So if you feel your life has no meaning, I want you to email me here, vedgurudev@gmail.com, and I will give you the free Kriya Yoga course. It will help you out. If it resonates with you, you could take it further down the Kriya Yoga journey. It helped me significantly, and I'm sure it will help you significantly. So if you're out there suffering, you're trying to overcome some health problems, email me, and I will help you the same way Kriya Yoga helped me. Just put in the subject line, free Kriya Yoga course. I'll send it to you. You don't have to send me any questions. You don't have to do anything. Just send me an email and I'll reply back with a free Kriya Yoga course. No obligations.
All right, sounds like a good deal. Free is always the best deal for me. Number 3 here is there a God or higher power? And from the perspective of MBT, Law of One, Dr. Michael Newton, absolutely yes. We know that this is a creation. Even if it evolved, the constraints of life are so finely tuned that we know that the chances of it happening without a creator are almost minimal, or almost none, zero. So this is a creation. There is a creator. There is a higher power. Many people have said that who've had OBEs, out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences. It's all written in a lot of the holy texts of the great religions. So I don't dispute that. I do believe there's a higher power. Now, what that higher power is, and if it's benevolent, is another question. But absolutely, there's a higher power. How would you answer that?
So I would say, I like it when they say in yoga, a God defined as a God can find. I say God is energy beyond my comprehension. In yoga, they say God is inside you as you. God is everywhere and everything. And that's the way I like to look at it. I am God and God is me. As is above, so is below.
And question 4 is there any real right and wrong in the world? Well, from my perspective, yes and no. So we have fear and we have love. And any decision that you make in your life, whether it's even thinking or an action or anything you say, if it comes from a position of love, then it's the right decision. If it comes from a position of fear, it's generally going to be the wrong decision. What if somebody killed Hitler when he was a toddler? What if somebody goes back in a time machine and kills Hitler? Would he be looked at as a murderer, or would he be looked at as a savior? Because in doing so, he would have saved the world from millions of deaths. So it's relative in that way. The people in the time that would see the person killing Hitler as a baby would look at him as a horrible person. But the people in today's world might look at him as a savior, because maybe the world would have changed for the better and many millions of people would have been saved. So I always say, look, go from a position of love. You can't go wrong. Vedagurudev, what's your take?
Absolutely. You can never go wrong with unconditional love. So, is there a difference between good or bad? In yoga, we like to stay in a state of equanimity, where we're equal. We take the good with the bad as like a balance. So we try to live in what's called dharma, which is our righteous duty, our ethical duty to live in harmony and peace and stillness, and what's called ahimsa, which is non-violence. So as long as you do selfless service and help people and uplift people and love people unconditionally and free your soul, you can never go wrong. So it really doesn't matter if people are good or bad, as long as you're the best person you could be and free your soul and be as blissful and harmonious as possible, you can never go wrong.
So the next question is, why is there evil in the world? And this is a question that really we can make an entire video on and probably go on for an hour about it. But evil is another relative term. As I gave in the example with Hitler, one person could say it's an evil act, another person could say it's a heroic act. So it's relative. This whole world is based on relativity and duality. But why is there evil in the world? Well, let's just say evil comes from making fear-based decisions. So anytime that you do something that has repercussions, arguments, you cause violence, you do something to hurt somebody else, these are all fear-based decisions. And that's why there's evil in the world, because people are acting fear-based. And the reason we act fear-based is because that's our nature. The nature of most souls is fear-based, and we are leading up to becoming more loving. And that's why it looks like there's so much evil in this world, because we have a lot of beginner souls here. I don't want to go too far into it. Vedagurudev, what's your response?
I agree with you. A lot of people are vibrating in a fear frequency. And I understand. I was definitely vibrating in a fear frequency before I came on the path of Kriya Yoga. So once you come out of that and overcome a fear-based frequency and you uplift your your frequency of fear, then fear cannot hurt you no more. You laugh at fear like the joke it is. One of the best quotes Babaji said in the voice of Babaji is, "Death is a joke to me. I am the death of death." So when you're able to step back from the TV as a detached witness and look at fear like the joke it is, you laugh at the Wizard of Oz like the fat, bald dummy he is behind the curtain. Toto, pull the curtain. That's not a real God. That's a false God. That's a fake God. So why should I be scared of the Wizard of Oz? He's just a fake guy with a bald head and a fat belly. He don't scare me at all.
For those people who don't know much about the yogic system and Kriya Yoga, you mentioned Babaji. Can you just briefly let our viewers know who Babaji is? And you said voice of Babaji? Is that what you said?
That's the book where he said that. Babaji is this deathless, immortal guru right here. And he is the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga. He is the the main pointer we look towards, somebody who has transcended their physical body and reached a state of immortality. And that's a state all yogis and all Kriya yogis wish to attain. So Babaji is our pointer. And we look at Babaji. Babaji is me and I am Babaji. So there's no duality. There's only oneness. I don't think Babaji is over here and I'm over here. I think Babaji is here and I am here. Oneness with Babaji, oneness with God, oneness with your soul. Non-duality.
And the next question we have is one that always sparks debate in the comments section. And that is, do we truly have free will? Or is everything deterministic and we simply appear to have free will? I've had many guests on my show, from Billy Carson to Neil Donald Walsh to Tony Sayers, and also, and I know you like to watch Tony, so pointing you out, and you'll be back, and Howdy Mikowski. And she just announced now that Howdy Mikowski will be on the show for sure in early July. But I've asked all of these great figures, do we truly have free will? And it's been a mix. And a lot of them say, we have free will in the minute-to-minute decisions we make, but overall, on the grand scheme, in the whole annals of time, everything is kind of fixed. So that would be the answer that I would give as well. We have free will in our minute-to-minute lives, but overall, and I know Tom Campbell would disagree with this. Tom Campbell doesn't believe that there is any determinism in the universe. But I'm beginning to think that things are deterministic on a larger sense. What about you, Vedagurudev? What do you think?
I think it's a little bit both. I like what you said. In this moment-to-moment awareness, we have free will. But maybe in the grand scheme of things, it's like wrestling. It's predetermined. So it could be a mixture of both, or it could be one or the other. I'm not really too sure, but I would just say that you are sovereign and you have the choice to make whatever you want to do with your body. So don't give anybody the power to make choices for you. You are sovereign and you make the choices for yourself. So you have free will what you do with your body. Outside your body, you have no control over that. So there's no reason to even worry about anything that happens outside you.
Yeah. Good answer. So we're up to question 7 or 8, I believe. What does it matter with the numbers? But this question is, why do bad things happen to good people? Now, this is something that I've recently talked about on my show in context to Eric Dubay, who says that no good deed goes unpunished, and other aphorisms like that. And the point of this is that if we were living in a benevolent system, then good deeds would go rewarded with good karma. But it seems it's not like that. We see a lot of people that are very good people in the society, and they end up meeting a death that's, let's say, well, look, all deaths are fateful. Some of them are painful. So why do bad things happen to good people? Well, Tom Campbell would say that's just the variability of the system, the randomness that happens. It's not always a divine plan. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll let you answer this one, Vedagurudev.
I look at all so-called bad things as an opportunity for you to overcome and uplift yourself. And be unattached to it. Just be the detached witness the movie, laugh as a joke it is. Like I say in my live streams, if you want to dance, let's dance today. I like in the Bhagavad Gita when Krishna says, your ego is always hiding behind that tree over there. This is kindergarten for me. I like in yoga, they say every day is a test as a yogi. Every night you go to sleep, you die and wake up brand new. And for all those people out there suffering, make sure you email. I'm here to help you. If you're suffering or you have any kind of problems, email me and I'll send you my free Kriya Yoga mini course. We go into how to sit like a yogi. We go into how to breathe like a yogi. We go into how to do mantra japa, how to meditate like a yogi. So if you have even 1% of interest in Kriya Yoga, send me an email and no cost to you. I will send you my free Kriya Yoga course, and you could see if Kriya Yoga resonates with you. Right there, Vedagurudev@gmail. My gift to you, for all those people that are suffering out there, I want Kriya Yoga to help you the same way it helped me. Because I love you, and I want you to be the best person you could be out there. YouTube viewer.
So the next question is, how would you define consciousness? And I would define consciousness as information. Like Tom Campbell says that consciousness is an information system, and it's a digital information system at that. Consciousness for me is awareness. It's love. It's memories. It's having goals, dreams, ambitions, preferences. This is all consciousness, being aware. To me, that's consciousness, and whether you're conscious on the earth plane or in the astral plane or in some other place, that's our awareness in whatever virtual reality, simulation, construct, or Maya illusion, however you want to say it, is. So what would you say to that, Vedagurudev?
I like when they say in yoga, consciousness is being aware of what is aware. It's like cognitive absorption. So it's basically being one with your soul, being one with your higher self, vibrating on a higher frequency, self-realization, self-awareness, bliss, ananda. It's everything under the sun. It's raising your vibration to a higher level and letting your soul shine. That's what I would say.
All right, we're up to our 9th question here. How can I find inner peace and happiness? This is one that a lot of people ask on the spiritual path. Everybody wants inner peace and happiness. I don't know if happiness is happiness to me is more like an emotion, and emotions fluctuate up and down. I like the tranquility that Kriya Yoga offers because it's a very nice, solid, stable peace of mind. Very similar to the carnivore diet that I'm on because there's no sugar in the diet, so you're just very stable in your mood. And so it works well for me, the carnivore diet and the yoga practice together. I know it's a little bit of a dichotomy because most yogis are vegetarian or vegan, but I can't be vegetarian or vegan any longer. But I do find, oddly, that the carnivore diet and yoga go well together for me. So I would answer this question by saying that you can find inner peace and happiness through knowing that we are in a system where if you make loving choices and you think about other people more than you think about yourself, you will be well taken care of. This is a quote that I say all the time. Paramahansa Yogananda, who wrote that autobiography of a yogi book, said, "Seek spiritual riches within. What you are is much greater than anyone or anything you've ever yearned for." So you have the spiritual riches within you already. All you need to do is be more selfless. Doesn't mean you have to be absolutely selfless. Just be a little bit more. Be more loving, be more grateful, and I just admire the beauty I see all around me. That's all it takes is for me to be on my bike, just seeing the greenery and the lakes and the blue skies. I actually can't be more happy than that. What about you, Vedagurudev?
I would say happiness is inside you as you. Once you cultivate these Kriya Yoga practice, they help uplift you and they help enhance your happiness and meditation and give you a more harmonious life, a more blissful, happy life. We have a very powerful meditation where it helps you find your happy place. And you realize happiness is not outside you. Happiness cannot be bought with money. It's inside you as you. And all you have to do is close your eyes and you can find your inner peace, your stillness, your happy place anytime you want. Just close your eyes wherever you're at and you can make your happy place as blissful and as happy as you want. And anything can happen in your happy place. And negative thoughts and emotions are not welcome in your happy place. So to cultivate inner peace and happiness, just close your eyes and go to your happy, still, blissful, harmonious, peaceful place.
And we are up to the last question. This is one that obviously is going to be a big one asked in the spiritual arena. And that is, what happens after we die? Now, I can't say with 100% certainty that I know what happens after we die because I haven't died. And I'm not like Tom Campbell, who can go out of body at will and had a job in the spirit world working with newly deceased people. But what I can tell you is from MBT, from the Law of One, from Dr. Michael Newton, and from the countless NDEs that I've listened to on YouTube and reading books, I can tell you that consciousness definitely goes on, and it's a seamless process. The body, the physical avatar, expires. Consciousness is still there. Consciousness just rises above the body. It can look down. It can see the body. It can see other people. And then eventually it will go through the tunnel, and it will go into a transition reality, and then it will eventually enter into the spirit world, and it lives a life there. And actually, we are in the spirit world right now. It's just that this part of our soul is logged into the 3D earth world. So this is all that we experience. Except when we dream or have NDEs or out-of-body experiences. Those are the only times that we really can get outside of the awareness of being in 3D earth world. But it's very interesting, and I made many videos on it. So after we die, we're in the spirit world, and we'll probably take on another body, come back, and reincarnate. Now, whether you think it's a soul trap or whether you think it's love and light, that's another question. I'm going to be making a video soon about that, about what could be the possible creator of this world. What is this simulation? But I do believe it's more love and light than it is a soul trap, or like Tony Sayers says, a soul trick. Now, I respectfully disagree with them. I'm going to have Howdy Mikowski on the show, like I said, in early July, and we'll be talking about the soul trap a bit, but that is how I would answer the question. Keeping it short. What about you, Vedagurudev? What does yoga say about what happens after we die?
In yoga, they say they have many beautiful songs. They sing about death. They welcome death. The highest form of yoga is called Mahasamadhi, where they say, goodbye, physical meat suit. I no longer need you, you junk car. My soul is going on. My soul is free. Congratulations. You are now liberated. It's called moksha. You're getting off the hamster wheel. You don't have to go through the cycle of life and death no more. You've gone as far as you needed to go. Congratulations. Your soul is free. Go home and be free, my friend. Your soul is free. So they look at your physical body. They say, they have an affirmation in yoga that says, I am not this body, I am not this mind. So they always look at it like some clothes that they could take off and shed. This doesn't define my soul. My soul is not defined by my physical meat suit body. My soul will go on. My energy will continue. My drop of water will go back into the ocean. My spark will go back into the sun. Reinsert me back into the source. I am coming home. I am taking the divine flight back to the source.
Yeah, there's an awesome book about that. I've made videos on this channel and my other channel, Bend the Spoon. It's called Graceful Exits. I think it's something like 100 Ways That Great Beings Die. And it's basically the story of Zen masters and yogi masters and just great spiritual beings who went through, like you said, Mahasamadhi, where they committed conscious death. Now somebody say, well, isn't that, that sounds morbid, but for these great masters, you have to understand many of them live to a great age, and they decide when they want to go out, not when Mother Nature wants to take them out. So that's one of the ways that these great beings pass, is that they'll just consciously decide to go into a meditation. And I don't know how they do it really, but they stop their heart or whatever they do, and they just end their life. It's pretty incredible. Great book.
And many of these yogis welcome Mahasamadhi. They look at it like the golden ticket. They call it the divine flight back to source. They're coming home. So they have many bhajans and songs. They sing about it. They welcome the day when they could be reinserted back into the source and their energy can go home. My time is done here on this planet. I serve my time. Reinsert me back into the source. I'm coming home. Taking the divine flight.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people that feel lost when it comes to spirituality. They don't know where to start. And I think Kriya Yoga is a great system for them to put them on the path to getting started. It gives you a full system and explains what to do. That's why I like it a lot. It's very practical. Yeah, so if you want that free course, that we put together. It's totally free. There's no obligation. Just email Vedagurudev. It's vedagurudev@gmail.com, like you see it on the screen. We'll put his email address in the description as well, just in case you're listening or you're driving in your car or something like that. So,
and if it could work for me, it could work for anybody. Believe me, I'm no ascended master. I have no yogic history in my family. I treated my body like an amusement park. I'm the worst yogi that ever lived. So if Kriya helped me turn my life around, whatever health problem, whatever suffering, whatever emotional problems or mental problems you have, Kriya Yoga can help you. All you got to do is give it a try. Send me an email. I'll reply back with the link to the free course. Try it out. If it works for you, continue on the Kriya Yoga path. If it doesn't work for you, find something that does work for you. But don't continue to suffer in this life. Find something that helps you overcome your suffering, helps you overcome your physical pain. Many students in our school have overcome cancer. After 2 months, they're able to sit in full lotus position like I am sitting now. They have overcome mental, emotional problems, and we have many techniques how to detach, and just give it a try. That's all I ask. It's perfectly free. You have no obligation. It doesn't cost you anything. Just send me an email, and I'll reply back to you with a free course. You never know. You might be the next Kriya Yogi.
Well, you didn't think you'd be a Kriya Yogi. You went from world-class DJ to Kriya Yoga master, so, you know.
I definitely didn't think it was possible. So if I could do it, you could do it way better than me. And I encourage you to do it way better than me. So I'm living proof that if I could sit like this and I could go through the techniques, it's for everybody and it helps everybody.
Well, I think we answered these 10 questions. Hopefully the viewers found it valuable, and we hope to see you in the future. Vedagurudev will be back in a live stream soon. Subscribe, and see all you guys in the next one. Peace.